waiting for something. I'm gonna go with. Of course, it's gonna download. Yep, you get to see another downloading screen. Then I'll stop it after it's done downloading. So I might as well talk while we're here. I've decided to move 3 scary games from Saturday. I forgot I had that set up that way. But as soon as I can find 3 scary games, it'll be in one video. And I'll put it on Fridays. Not every Friday, just every other Friday. When I don't have trailers. As far as a main playthrough goes, probably will be Castlevania. And then I'll go back to trying to do Resident Evil. I don't know how that's going to work out. But definitely demos. True Lies is going to be on Saturday. Definitely. Or indefinitely, whatever you want to call it. What else I got on Saturday? I know I've got Skyrim Saturday. Yeah. Live streaming will be on Sundays for Skyrim whenever I can get that going. It's not going to happen right now. Which means I got to fix my internet. Even better. Which may take time. So that is a thing. So I'm going to have to work on that, and I have to get some stuff going. But in the meantime, I got something going where we can finally get back to the main schedule. So I'm going to have to do it that way because I don't see it working out on the computer right now until I get everything upgraded. Which may take me some time. So you'll have to bear with me because I got to get the CD. I got it all set up here. All I got to do is put it in the cart, buy it, and we're there. As far as the capture card is concerned, that'll have to be at another time. So, I also need to get some sheets, which will be at another time as well. I can order that. 20 left in stock. I can't believe that 16 terabytes, they went 119 for that. That ain't bad. Nor is 2 terabytes. That's not a bad price. I actually like that they've gone up. Oh well. That's just one's external. The other one's because I got like 2 of them over here for external that I'm not gonna get right away. I'll probably go for the cheapest one, and then I'm not going to try to back up nothing or whatever, but I might go ahead and get, I don't know if that one will work or not. SATA 3. I'll have to see what the computer comes up with because I got to do that, and I got to reformat the hard drive and all that kind of junk. So that which means I got to get a Windows 10. And that's going to be $12. Wow, that's the same price as the other one, $12.99. Huh. Go figure on that junk. Wow. God, I'm going to have to put some money on that card. If this is still available, next week, I'm going to get this Advent Children. Because I actually want to watch it. I liked it. This is actually much better than Spirits, Final Fantasy Spirits or Spirits Within. I didn't like that movie. I hated it. It was the weirdest piece of crap contraption I have ever seen in the history of Final Fantasy. And I'm not even into the lovey-dovey stuff, so it's not really the love that interests me. I wanted that. I can go to Final Fantasy 7 anyway. But that's not the point. I mean, because after all, that's the other Final Fantasy movie. There's another one, though. Actually, there was 2 of them. I don't know what happened to that one. that has to do with Final Fantasy 15, I think it is, or whatever. And it's not even Final Fantasy. You know, it's come to the point that Final Fantasy is no longer Final Fantasy unless you... Because you can't really call it that officially. It's not officially Final Fantasy anymore. It's actually just another game slapped on with the title. Ever since they lost the ability to free travel with, like, you know... What is it called? Airships? It hasn't been the same. So that's not Final Fantasy. Just because the first game did that doesn't give it the excuse or right to have that way. You know, 10 barely qualify. No, 10 doesn't even qualify at all. Period. The only last one you can count as a true Final Fantasy game, just for the sake of what it made to be Final Fantasy, was 9. That was the last one. Period. Hands down, no matter what you say, Final Fantasy 9 is it. Because you had airship travel. I never got that far in the game, but I know that it's there. So I think I already got airship, but it doesn't really count because of one whatever. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, so there is that to consider, and I gotta get something else up here. So, yeah, I gone ahead and decided to do that. Frankly, to me, you ask me, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the graphics. I love the voice acting. They're all pretty much great. But, you know, and then Final Fantasy VII, the remake, ain't gonna happen. Not until someday, maybe, if they lower the price on it. Otherwise, it means nothing to me. Well, that game is just crap and horrible. Like I said, I'll be doing all games. Well, okay, I take that back. There'll be games I won't be playing because, you know, ones they're just unable to play. I'm gonna try them out, but I won't be able to get too far with it, so don't expect much. So that is a thing. As soon as this gets into it, we'll stop here. I'm also waiting on a cookie with that thing in Township. So Genshin Impact is still yet to actually start. So once it gets started, we'll go down the road of, you know, getting like proper intro, and then we'll go with me actually starting this game. You know, I don't know anything about this game. I'm not even going to try it with a thing. This is like the third freaking attempt at this. I didn't let it do its thing. I had to kind of do some things. So, this is the next stop here. You know, and here I thought all along that they were supposed to be, you know, what is it? You know, slashing prices. I guess they did, but it, like, didn't last for very long. Ports. You know, the one thing I can say about having ports is that oh, never mind. I was going to say, never mind. Never mind. Don't worry about it. I was actually going to say it. But never mind. Because what it was the only thing I knew of. Well, the one that actually plugged in, and I don't think they have it anymore. But yeah, I believe it was a 9 or 10 port and USB hub. So, whatever. So that is a thing. I don't know how many times I'm going to say. Don't ask me how many times I'm going to say a certain word. I don't know. It's just to kind of, I guess, to start the sentence sometimes. It's not really, I don't know. And I don't know how many times I'm going to say I don't know either. So don't get on to me about it, all right? I actually got PS3 in the list to get, but I ain't getting no PS4 or nothing until prices start going down. PS4, let me go look that up real quick, because apparently, because I know that the next game, PS4, is, oh my god, they've gone up! Oh, it's just because if you want Bluetooth. Well, that's really stupid. Black console. $442.99. Good lord, until they get lower than that, I ain't buying nothing from these dirtbags. And especially when it comes to Bluetooth. Screw that. I'm not even sure if it even really should matter. Ooh, that one looks to be good. Discontinued? Renewed? I don't get it. Is it discontinued or is it renewed? Yeah, well, I'm still not going to put out $384.90. Yeah. Link hood cooling fan for PS4 USB. Yeah, old model discontinued. Okay. Whatever you say, buddy. Incidentally, I could care less. I really could. Ooh, dragon. And even though my personal favorite is black, but whatever. Or dark. Cough, cough. Wow. Not for that price. Yeah, they need to really come down on it. They're just kind of coming down on PlayStation 3, which hopefully someday they'll get more lower than that. Because at the moment, the cheapest I can get is maybe between, hang on, let me look at my list here, $179 and $162.99. Well, okay, that's not too bad. But if I want bigger, I'm going to have to pay for more. And they only got one left in stock for the 160 gigabyte system. So, I usually go for the used anyway because it's much more cheaper. I'm not going to go for the brand new one because I can't afford that kind of junk. Where the hell am I going to get it? Out of my hello. Okay, if you don't get that, that's from Dr. What is his name now? Not Dr. Seuss or anything. What the hell is his name? Eddie Murphy played in it, and I can't think of it now. Oh damn. I guess I'm just gonna have to look it up. Like a Dingus Khan moron. Okay. Eddie Murphy. Where's Eddie Murphy? I don't care about who he is. I already know who he is. Blah-de, blah-de, blah, 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 blah. Okay, here we go. Oh, no, I don't care about this. Trading Places, Beverly Hills Cop, Coming to America, Boomerang, Dr. Dolittle. I'm glad I can remember his name, because otherwise I wouldn't know what the hell. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. Dr. Doolittle. Man, I tell you what. So that is pretty awesome. They actually have a reloadable gift card that I can do any given time, which is not a bad thing. So I could actually do that and save up towards something. Huh. I suppose I could do that to buy me a PS4, but I ain't going to happen. Or at least somehow my monthly income gets increased to the point that I can actually start handling it. Might take like another few years in the long run. Yeah, probably. So yeah, I even have light bulbs, 3-pack color changing dim lights. I don't really care about changing dim lights. I wanted ones that were colorful, that were LED, since they seem to be bright. Couldn't find any. Incidentally, I did find a 12-volt porcelain solar panel. Because the solar panel I actually was going to get is unavailable. Oh my gosh, it's so unavailable. I think I'm going to cry. Boo-hoo-hoo, tears. Now look at that. Ring floodlight camera has gone down to $218.31. That's not bad. It's still not in my price budget range until I get more. Because my budget range, unfortunately, yeah, I'm lucky if I can cover at least 100 or a little bit over that sometimes. Not always. Not always a guarantee unless I get like a little bit more savings. And even then, that's still not enough for that. Unfortunately, not gonna happen. So, One item in your save button has changed price. Items in your shopping cart will always reflect the most recently. 80. What? Always randomly ghost bid has decreased from. Oh. Okay. Yeah, at least it's updated. That's alright. On its own, at least I don't have to worry about putting it in and taking it back out just to get this update. Yeah. That's fine. Good for you. 32. Oh, it went down. It went up. Oh, I thought it was already at $32.99. Well, it's still not a bad price considering. I'll take it. I don't care. I'd rather it be lower, but because of this day and age of inflation and everything else, trying to get foodstuffs and whatnot, it's hard on anybody, especially going to food banks, because a lot of times going to food banks can be a drag, especially if it's only once a month. Like, really? Why? Because we can do that if we want to. I'm sure you can. But, and the thing of it is, as well, is that they got to base it on your income. Always, food banks have to base it on your income. So, in other words, if I get, around 1,000, I'm not saying how much I actually have, and I'll never tell you. But let's just say if I had actually $1,000, I wouldn't tell you. I probably have less than that or more. But anyway, they won't let me have any food over there. See, Cares used to be where it didn't matter. Now it's starting to matter, and that's just stupid. The thing that's stupid about it is, I can understand if you have a hell of a lot of money, and it actually freaking matters that you actually have enough to cover for food, and you shouldn't have to worry about it. Like with couples that used to have to worry. Now they don't. Even an increase in rent, depending on how much it is a month, it is nothing to bitch about. Honestly, it is. It's nothing to bitch about. I mean, depending on, if it's more than what they're getting, then yeah, that's something to bitch about, or even close to. More than what they spend out, because out of all that income nowadays versus back then, it was a big thing. It was kind of hard unless you had a job or whatever. But now, couples can receive a whole bunch of money, which I can't get it. And I think it's also only if you have children, if I'm not mistaken. So the biggest question is what in the hell could you? I mean, see, you could spend a whole bunch and not like have to spend over more than what it would cost just to feed me for an entire month. I mean, that's only if you're a couple. If you're a single person or a single person with kids, it's probably going to not go up either. You're not going to have enough budget. But if you're a couple with kids, it's going to be like, yeah, I don't have anything to worry about, so I'm good. Thanks, my dude. I think, what was that? I mean, I didn't just see a roach. So, anyway. So, but yeah, there's that. I'm just gonna let it download, do this thing. But other than that, I can get cords for this if I need to. It's not a problem. This capture card, which capture card is gonna be for like when I want to do actual console games. Which, yes, unfortunately, won't be any cheating. Regardless of whether I'm recording or not, won't matter. Because I don't, actually have, any way to cheat. I mean, I could if I had, like, for, like, the older consoles, like, the ways to do things with, but anything new nowadays just doesn't include it. Cheating has gone away. Like, just because a lot of people bitch because other people are cheating on their own damn console. Instead, on their own damn game that they bought and paid for. Just because you don't own it doesn't mean it doesn't give you a right to freaking cheat on it if you want to. I mean, like I say, play it how you want to. Why should it matter? I mean, okay, maybe tournament. I guess I kind of can see that. I guess. I don't know. Anyway, it's almost done. You're kidding me. File integrity? You nutball. Okay, so Dr. House. Yes, in Prime Video. I believe I'm in season. I can't believe it. They're not. Here it is. All right. So, I'm actually on, and this took me a few days to get to. Anyway, depending on how much time I actually spend on watching, it doesn't even. It'll take me like a few episodes or something, and then all of a sudden, especially me going home and watching it. I'm on Frozen, and I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 episodes left because apparently there's only 16 in season 4. I think the very first seasons were very good. Personally. Alright. That's all the time we have for this episode. And I'll see y'all next time. Until then.